What is going on, everybody? It is day number 57 of the series, and as always, it is Zane here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you don't mind, before you continue watching this video, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 by the end of 2024. But for today, we got an easy video for you guys. I want to talk about our new goal. I want to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. I think that's pretty reasonable, pretty doable. We've been sitting at like 90 for seems like a few weeks, but anyways, I wanted to talk about housing today. Just a few numbers I want to throw out there. And for the Gen Zers, for the people my age, I'm 21. So, I'm obviously kind of at the age where I start. I've been thinking about wanting to buy a house forever, obviously, but getting to the age where, I definitely want to get my own home. Don't want to rent anymore. Renting is, for some people, good, but for, me personally, I'm trying to, or I would like to build family wealth and buy a house and kind of start my property journey there, which is a whole nother conversation. But anyways, so I want to talk about how Gen Z is kind of screwed, to be honest with you guys. People my age, 21, going up to, I don't know the years for Gen Z, but Gen Z is kind of screwed. People that are, 28, I would say right now, down to 18, people that are in the range of, not being at a career for, 20, 25 years, things like that. And, just for the kind of younger people of our time right now, it's awful. So the average home cost right now is $400,000. That is across the United States, $400,000. I'm actually located in Lexington, Kentucky. So 400 is a little bit of a high range for where I'm at, but I'd say 350 to 400 is a pretty average. And then on your lower end, you've got like 300 to 200 to 300. Most of the $200,000 homes are 2 bedrooms, 1,000 square foot, in that kind of range. But, as you're getting up to that 400 mark, you're getting to like the 1,500, 1,800, 2,000 square foot, 3, 4 bedrooms, things like that. A house to have a family in. So I say that's pretty fair market where we're at now, which is, like I said, about 325 to 400 would be our average. But across the U.S., it's 400. So the average salary in America as of right now is $59,000, 384, or $59,384 per year, and that's the average salary across the United States. I did not look at what the average income in Kentucky is, but for example, a 30-year loan at $400,000 at a 7% fixed rate, 7% interest rate, your payment is going to be approximately $2,661. So for those of you that don't know or don't want to type it in the calculator and everything, for you to or making $59,000, roughly $60,000 a year, you're going to be making $46,500 after taxes, and that comes out to be like $3,850 a month. So if you're buying an average house, what the numbers say, and your average income is $60,000 a year, and your house payment's going to be looking at about $2,600 in ballpark. Obviously, I don't want to put exacts and everything like that because it varies on what type of property you're getting, where you're at, and many other factors, income and things of those sorts. But out of $3,800 a month, with the average cost or the average mortgage payment being $2,600 is outrageous. Actually, I'm kind of curious what percentage of your income that is. So we'll do. So so if you're making $3,800 a month and you don't have any help, you don't have a partner, roommate, anything like that. If you're just wanting to buy a home as a single person and you're making an average wage in America, which is about $60,000, and you're pulling in about $3,800 a month, and your mortgage is $2,500, we'll say $2,500, you're paying anywhere from 60 to 70% of your income just in living costs. And, that's not including insurances, not including bills, electric, water, and things like that. And I just find it impossible. I sit here and I think about it more, and unless you're supplementing your income, unless you, you went to college and you've got a job, you're making $80,000 to $100,000 a year. As somebody that is single, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to afford a home. Obviously, if you're in a dual family income or a two family income, and you're making, let's say, double that, so that'd be what, $7,600 a month. That's a little bit more doable, but still, I find it crazy that let's see what percentage for a two family or two incomes in one house at the average salary a year, what percentage it would be out of that type of mortgage payment. All right, so if your household has two incomes at the average salary for America, which is about $60,000, like I said, so you're making $120,000 a year combined, the percentage you'd be paying on a $2,600 mortgage would be 35% of both incomes, which is crazy. Not gonna lie to you guys, because it used to be the man could go get a job and provide for a family fairly easily. For you to be able to do that now, it is a lot harder. It is a lot harder to do so, and I'm really just making this video to kind of throw some of those numbers out there to you guys to just state the obvious, how ridiculous the market is right now. Obviously, that interest rate does not help at all. But even then, I think $400,000 for the average housing, for the average cost of a house that you can raise a family in. Obviously, you can always live below your means. You can cut costs and do things along those lines. But when you're talking about living a comfortable life and things of that sort, it's hard. It's going to be hard for a lot of Gen Z and a lot of people my age as the years approach, if things do not change, to be able to sustain that type of income, or not sustain that type of income, but sustain that cost of living. Right now everything is high. So you're talking about groceries being high, housing being high, just normal commodities being high, and for you to be able to live comfortably, the prices are just keep going up. I'm sure you all watching this video, you're probably Gen Z if you did click on the video. Don't worry, things will get better, things will change, prices will continue to fluctuate throughout our time. I remember, so my childhood home, if I'm not mistaken, cost anywhere from like $110,000 to maybe $125,000. In that same area now, houses have almost doubled, and my childhood home was bought in 2008. So it's like 16 years later. Wait, 16, right? Yeah, 16 years later, and it's doubled in price, which is crazy to me. So that market will always change. My mother bought my house. I'm not sure if it was right before the market crashed or during the market crash, or I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure the house, you could probably even find that same house for a little bit cheaper a few years prior to that, if that gives you any idea of kind of what I'm talking about. But just spitballing here, I am no genius. I'm no housing expert. Let me put it that way. I might be genius. Joking, but no housing expert. Just kind of wanted to have that conversation. Please, if y'all don't mind, drop a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me how you guys, if you are Gen Z and you're living in a house that you own, let me know how you all are affording it, how you're doing it. Let's start a thread in the comments for everybody that's curious or just wants to talk about the housing market. Yeah. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's been day number 57. I will see you guys tomorrow for day number 58. Peace.